You didn't lose interest in one thing. You lost interest in everything, all at once, for no reason you can explain. The music, the people, the goals, even the things you used to love. And the worst part, nothing happened. There's no excuse for it. Life looks exactly the same, but from the inside, the lights are off. That feeling isn't depression. It isn't a weakness. It's a signal. And if you know what it means, everything changes. If this is already making sense, hit the like button right now. It tells me this found the right person. Here is the thing no one tells you about transformation. It doesn't start with motivation. It doesn't start with clarity. It doesn't arrive as inspiration or drive, or a sudden burning desire to change. Every real transformation in a human life begins with the same thing, a falling away. Before anything new can form, something old has to lose its grip on you. And the way the psyche does this, the way your deeper self begins to release the version of you that no longer fits, is by withdrawing energy from everything that belonged to that old version. Your interests, your enthusiasm, your hunger for the things you used to want, one by one or all at once, the things that once felt meaningful begin to feel like costumes you're no longer sure belong to you. Carl Jung wrote, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." But what he didn't warn us about, what no one talks about, is what that process feels like from the inside before it makes sense. It feels like a loss. It feels like apathy. It feels like the person you spent years building is being quietly dismantled without your consent. This is not emptiness. This is the space left behind when an old self begins to dissolve. Think of it this way. When a tree prepares for winter, it doesn't announce it. It doesn't decide. It simply stops feeding the leaves. The green drains out. What looks like death from the outside is actually the tree conserving everything, pulling life inward, storing it somewhere deeper, preparing for a growth that is invisible but real. You cannot see a tree growing underground. You can only see the leaves fall. What you are calling emptiness right now is the leaves falling. And the part of you that notices it, that sits in the quiet of it, that is watching the old life lose its color, that part is not dying. That part is the root. That part has never been more alive than it is right now, because it is finally being asked to carry the weight that was always meant for it. Most people at this stage make one of two mistakes. The first is to panic and try to recreate the motivation they've lost, forcing themselves back into ambitions that no longer fit, performing enthusiasm they don't feel, doubling down on the old life because it's the only one they know how to build. This works for a while, but the emptiness always returns, deeper each time, because you cannot outrun something that is trying to grow through you. The second mistake is to collapse into the emptiness and call it defeat, to stop moving entirely, to call it depression, and wait for someone or something outside themselves to fix it. Both of these responses share the same misunderstanding. They treat emptiness as the problem. It is not the problem, it is the signal. The question is not, what is wrong with you? The question is, what is trying to emerge through you, now that the old version of you is no longer able to contain it? And this is where it gets deeper. There are specific ways this emptiness shows up, specific behaviors and feelings that arrive as part of this process. And if you recognize yourself in any of these, it's important you understand what they actually mean, because none of them mean what you think they do. The first is the withdrawal from people, not because you dislike them, not because anything happened between you. You simply find yourself not reaching out, not returning messages with the same urgency, sitting across from someone in a conversation and feeling a glass wall between you, nodding, answering, performing the social contract while something inside you watches from a distance. And afterward you feel drained in a way that has nothing to do with how much energy. You feel drained because you spent the whole time being someone you're in the process of leaving behind. This is not coldness. This is your psyche beginning to protect the energy it needs for what's coming. Every deep transformation requires a period of interior gathering. You cannot pour yourself outward and inward at the same time. The second is the loss of your appetite for your own ambitions. Things you were certain you wanted. The career milestone, the relationship model, the version of success you've been chasing, begin to feel strangely hollow. You reach for the excitement you used to feel about them and find nothing there. Not resistance, not fear, just silence. This frightens people deeply, because ambition felt like proof of who they were. When it goes quiet, they think they've lost themselves. But you haven't lost yourself. You've outgrown the self that those ambitions belonged to. The silence where the drive used to be is not emptiness. It is potential that hasn't taken shape yet. The third, and this is the one that unsettles people most, is the sensation of watching your own life from a slight distance. Going through the motions of your days and feeling like an observer of your own experience rather than a participant in it. Eating, sleeping, working, moving through the hours, and feeling it all happen at one remove, as if something in you has stepped back and is watching quietly, waiting. This is not dissociation. This is awareness, expanding beyond the identity it used to live inside. You are not disappearing from your life. You are beginning to see your life from a vantage point that didn't exist before. And that vantage point, the part that watches without panicking, is closer to who you really are than the person who used to react to everything without thinking. The fourth is the craving for silence. An uncharacteristic, almost urgent need for it. The podcasts that used to feel productive now feel invasive. The social plans that used to feel energizing now feel like obligations. You find yourself choosing empty rooms, long drives with no music, mornings where you don't reach for your phone. This is not avoidance. This is your nervous system creating the conditions it needs to process something that cannot be processed in noise. Something is being integrated in you, old identities being released, new understanding settling into place. And integration is a quiet, interior event. The silence is not a symptom you need to treat. The silence is the healing itself. None of these things are signs that you are broken. Every single one of them is a sign that something is moving in you, and the direction it's moving, even though you cannot feel it clearly yet, even though it feels more like falling than flying, is forward. But here is what no one tells you about what comes next. There is something you have been carrying that you haven't told anyone. Not because you don't trust anyone, but because you're not sure you have words for it yet. It's a feeling that the version of you that everyone knows, the one that shows up, manages, maintains, holds it together, is somehow not the whole truth of you. That there is something further in, something quieter and more essential, that has been waiting patiently for years for permission to exist. And you have spent so long being the person others needed you to be, reliable, capable, fine, that you have almost forgotten that other thing is there. The emptiness you're feeling, that is the gap between the person you've been performing and the person you actually are. It is not a void, it is a distance. And it only feels like absence because you're standing on one side of it, looking across at something you haven't yet reached. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Look well into thyself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if thou wilt always look, not outward for rescue, not to motivation or to circumstances improving or to someone finally understanding, inward into the stillness beneath the noise, into the part of you that has been watching all of this without catastrophizing. Here is something to do right now, not tomorrow, not after the video. Sit with the emptiness for 60 seconds without trying to name it, fix it, or escape it. Don't call it depression. Don't call it laziness. Don't call it failure. Just let it be there. Feel where it lives in your body. What it actually feels like as a physical sensation when you stop fighting it. Notice that it doesn't destroy you. Notice that you can hold it. Notice that beneath it, beneath even the discomfort, there is something still, something toward, something that has not collapsed, even though everything around it feels uncertain. That stillness is not the empty, that stillness is you, the real you. The one that was there before all the roles, all the versions of yourself you built to be enough. That stillness has been there the entire time, quietly, patiently, and it is from there, only from there, that the next version of you will emerge. This is when everything begins to shift. You came into this video thinking something was wrong with you, that the emptiness meant you were regressing, falling behind some timeline you'd set for yourself. That if you couldn't feel the aliveness you used to feel, maybe it was gone. Maybe you had used it up. Maybe the version of you that was motivated and hungry and certain about things was the real you. And this quiet, uncertain person is what's left. None of that is true. What is true is this. You are in a period of deep interior reorganization. The psyche does not announce this. It does not ask your permission. It simply begins to dismantle what no longer serves the person you are becoming. And it does this by withdrawing the energy that was holding the old structure in place. The enthusiasm, the drive, the hunger, none of it is gone. It is being redirected, inward first. Then, when the work is done, outward again, but toward something truer, toward a life that actually fits who you are, rather than the life you built to prove yourself to people who may not have even been watching. The emptiness is the in-between, and the in-between is not failure. The in-between is where all real change lives. It is the cocoon stage, not caterpillar, not butterfly, but the strange, formless, necessary space between the two. The caterpillar doesn't know it's becoming a butterfly. It only knows that everything familiar has dissolved, but something in it stays still while the restructuring happens. You don't need to figure out what comes next right now. You don't need to fix the emptiness, or push through it, or perform your way to the other side of it. You only need to do one thing. Stop interpreting the emptiness as evidence that something has gone wrong, and start recognizing it for what it actually is. The first sign that something is finally going right. Something that has been still for too long is waking up. And it woke up because the old version of you could no longer contain it. The emptiness didn't come to destroy you. It came to make room. If this video found you at exactly the right moment, if something in here named what you've been carrying alone, write in the comments. The emptiness finally makes sense. Let's see how many of us are standing in the same doorway right now, because you are not as alone in this as it feels, and knowing that matters more than you think. If this channel is new to you, subscribe. Every video here is built for exactly the place you're in right now, and the next one continues from exactly where this left off, because what comes after the falling away is the part worth staying for.